So I just realized that the high school that I was going to actually made me um, um, they actually forced me by voice to skull technology and gang stalking to the hospital when I was 16. When I tried to kill myself when I was 16. I just realized that the only reason why that happened is because the high school forced me into that state of mind so that I be forced to the hospital. See, they've been working on trying to cover this up since I was a child by trying to make it seem like I'm crazy. And their first the first it may not even be the first. But from what I realized is that they have did things to me when I was a child, and it led all the way up into that first situation of me having to go to the hospital for suicide and mental health issues. But now I'm realizing that I never even had mental health issues. That they were using me when I was a child as a guinea pig. And as I became older, they needed to find a way to cover it up. So they started to create these pseudo mental health situations where it appears to be a mental health crisis when in reality it's government technology mind controlling you. And their first thing to get me put on record for that was when I was 16 so that they could have it on record so that they could further harass me when I turned 18. Just realize that. And they did that so that they could have it on a record of a mental health diagnosis so that they can put me in a government system so where they can legally follow me around and be in my mind and harass me without being sued. And they forcibly made me so depressed by what they had the kids at the school bullying me, and then when I came home from work they had my family bullying me, and the excuse that they came up with to cover this up is that she's crazy, she has an attitude problem, she's depressed, although they were making me that way at school, at home, outside, playing outside with other kids, at work when I was 16. I think this happened when I was 16. Yeah, it happened. It happened. It it happened when I was 16. Yeah, and that was their way of getting me put on record in the government's mental health system, so that they could so that they could legally invade my privacy and use me and declare me as having some type of mental health issue when really they fabricated all of that with their government technology. And they started this when I was in school, when I was a child, when I was a minor, so that they could have control over my life, over my money, over my future, over everything. And in turn, when they took control over everything when I was 16, when they, started to do that when I was 16, that's when it started. The whole time they were stealing shit out my mind and writing movies and songs and books and products and everything, creating revenue, creating whole businesses off of my mind when I was a minor, and they did this so they can fuck me out of my future and fuck me out of the money that they owed me. They put me on record as having some type of fake mental health issue so they could fuck me out of the money that they owe me, and I'm quite sure is millions of fucking dollars. And I just realized that shit. And their excuse is, oh, we did it because you have a bad attitude. So that's a reason to make somebody have a fake mental health diagnosis when they're 16 and fuck them out of millions of dollars. Having an attitude is a reason, because from what I can see, um, most people that do have a lot of money have shitty fucking attitudes. No, that's not why you did it. You did it because you were jealous, because you didn't want to see me with that much money that you could never touch in your life. The whole time, they had me thinking that I was depressed. The whole time, they had me thinking that there was something wrong with me. They even had me feeling like the way that I looked was wrong. I didn't look good. I'm ugly, and you're big and you're black and you're not pretty, and you have a bad attitude. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants you. All of that shit was not true. It was all fabricated, and all of those people were paid to say those things. All of those people were paid to be mean to me. All of those people were paid to be nasty to me. All of those people were paid to play me. All of those people were paid to get me fired. All of those people were paid to fire me. All of those people were paid to put a complex in my mind and make me self-conscious, and not be bold enough to go after what it is I wanted to go after, and put, you know, shit in my head to make me not be a happy person, so they can, in the back end, stealing every fucking thing I do and say, and capitalizing off of it and making millions off of it. And I just realized that the first fucking setup was when I was a fucking teenager, when I was 14, when I was 16, when I was 7, when I was 8, when I was 9, when I was 12. They have been setting me up since I was fucking 5. The fucking Cincinnati Public School have been setting me up since I was 5 fucking years old. And they are trying to cover all of that shit up. They trying to cover all that shit up. This government owe me so much motherfucking money, it ain't even funny. This government owe me millions of dollars. This government owes me millions of dollars. And then they're saying things like, oh, she needs to change and he should change her. Yeah. So, in so many words, what you're saying is you need to be more submissive to what it is that we're doing. Because if you're not submissive, then we can't accomplish what the fuck we want to accomplish. Yeah. So if I be submissive, this is what you're going to do. You're going to try to turn me into a lesbian. You're going to put me in some type of fraternal order that in the back end worship Lucifer. You're gonna make me a soldier for the wrong side. You're gonna fuck up all of my morality, all of my ethics. You're gonna make me be okay with the Antichrist, with a hidden religion that worship Lucifer. You're gonna make me some type of whore. You're gonna make me just like those motherfucking people that I don't want to be like. That's gonna step on other people toes to get on top. You're gonna make me a motherfucking assassin. You're gonna make me one of those bitches that turn the other cheek when some shit going down that ain't right. Yeah, that's why you want me to be submissive. So that you can make me into a person that you want me to be, that I could never be. So since I don't want to be submissive and become a fucked up individual like society is, and now you want to harass me and say that I have a problem, that I have an issue because I don't want to fucking be like you.